Once upon a time, upon a Christmas Eve, old Scrooge sat busy in his teepee. His employee, Cratchit, sat huddled in a corner working on his accounts. Every now and then he would rub his hands together to keep warm.
Mr. Scrooge, do you think we could put another fire in the log? I'm cold.
We'll put on another sweater, Cratchit. I can't waste all my money trying to keep you warm because you're too lazy to put on a sweater.
Oh yes, sir. I'm sorry to impose.
Okay. Merry Christmas, Uncle. Why is it so cold in here? Bah, humbug.
What do you mean you don't like Christmas?
No, I do not. Every idiot who says Christmas should be boiled in their own gravy.
Oh,
Leave me alone.
fine. But a Merry Christmas to you, Uncle Scrooge and Cratchit.
Hello, Mr. Scrooge. Would you like to buy some 50 tickets to have Raidbird Christmas drum dance and fiddle dance? They're two each. Would you like to buy 20?
Nothing.
The other page. Oh, what? It's Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
Leave me alone. I can't afford to pay everyone's Christmas. People can dance at home now. Get out.
The kids run away terrified, and Scrooge counting up his money again. Finally, it's time to get home, and Cratchit quickly leaves so he can go home. Scrooge locks up his teepee and walks up the stairs to his house. When he gets to the door, he sees Marley's face in the window. Marley has been dead for 10 years. So Scrooge feels a sudden dread. The face disappears, and Scrooge shrugs his shoulders and enters his house. Scrooge is walking down the hall to his room and he hears a clank, clank, clank of chains following him.
Who's there? It is me, the ghost of your old friend and business partner, Marley.
What do you want?
You have been very grumpy and ruining Christmas for everyone. Tonight you will be visited by 3 spirits. Good night. Goodbye.
Scrooge suddenly woke up at 1 a.m. The light flashed in the room and a strange figure appeared sitting at the end of his bed.
Are you the first spirit?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
The ghost of Christmas past took Scrooge to the old igloo where he and his friends used to hang out. It was decorated for Christmas, and jolly music could be heard through the window.
Old Fezziwig's place.
Scrooge saw his younger self dancing with his friends and having a wonderful Christmas time. He bought all of his friends gifts and gave them out, even though it cost him money. He wasn't so stingy with his money back then.
Look at you, so happy, but your friends were just so grateful to get a gift from you.
The gifts hardly cost anything, but the happiness was so great. It has no price. Take me away from here. I can't bear to see it anymore.
Suddenly, Scrooge went back to in his own room and bed, and he was so tired he went right to sleep. Act 3. Scrooge woke up in his bedroom at 2 a.m. On the end of his bed sat a glorious giant with a very expensive flashlight.
Good evening, my dear Scrooge. I am the ghost of Christmas present, and I am very wonderful. Look at my expensive flashlight.
Scrooge took the flashlight and saw it was indeed a very flashy flashlight. Suddenly, Second Ghost grabbed him and brought him to Cratchit's house. Mrs. Cratchit was there, all alone, cooking something.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Did you get our meat for Christmas dinner?
You guys shall sit down. I've got to your food.
Did you get our one last potato cooked up for us?
I sure did. Yeah, did you get that one last small potato that we've been saving for weeks and weeks, all cooked up for us, Mom?
Act 4, the third spirit. Suddenly he saw a silent phantom gliding toward him.
Ah! Are you the ghost of Christmas spirit? You look very scary.
The ghost said nothing, just pointed in the direction they were to go. They seemed to float over to the graveyard. At the graveyard, they saw the Cratchit family. Now much older, beside a tombstone, Miss Cratchit was holding Tiny Tim's cane and crying. The tombstone read, Here lies the body of Tiny Tim.
Oh, poor Tiny Tim he was so small and had nothing for his whole life, and now he's died. I feel so bad for him.
The ghost then pointed at another grave that was being dug by two grave diggers. An empty coffin stood near it.
Whose grave is this? And his coffin.
Yours!
What? Me? How come no one cares I died?
Suddenly, the ghost of Christmas future and the two gravediggers picked up Scrooge and threw him in the coffin and closed the lid. Scrooge screamed like a little girl.
It's supposed to be the fucking snow.
Suddenly, the ghost of Christmas future and the two gravediggers picked.
Please, I don't want to die. I can change. Please. Please help. I'll promise I change and be generous to the poor, please.
Scrooge continued to struggle until suddenly he realized he was in his own bed. Again, all tangled up in his blankets, he finally freed himself and laughed.
Hey boy, what day is it?
Christmas Day, obviously. Everyone knows that.
Huh, how wonderful.
Scrooge jumped out of bed, still in his nightshirt. He ran, he saw the kids that were asking for money for Christmas before. He took so many coins out of his pocket and dumped them onto the kids.
Thank you, Mr. Scrooge, and Merry Christmas to you too.
Scrooge arrived at the Cratchit's house with his big turkey.
Now look here, Cratchit, I looked at your accounts and I'm not all satisfied.
Huh? What's the problem?
The problem is you aren't getting paid nearly enough. I'm giving you a big raise. And here's a Christmas turkey for you and your family.
Oh! Cratchit and his wife and Tiny Tim are
We're
overcome with joy. Scrooge hugs Tiny Tim and sits him on his knee.
What?
Hug.
Sits on his knee.
Oh, you're my boy.
Oh,
yeah. You're my boy.
Merry Christmas to all and to all a good night.
Me and you, we together with nights. Christmas time ever comes fast enough. Sitting around the fire, we've been having a blast. Playing in the snow like you found in the ground for us. I know that I should be at home. Mom and Dad are blowing up my phone, but over there I see a mistletoe. Want a kiss so before I go, yeah. This Christmas is me and you. This Christmas is me and you. But at home, nothing much to do. Open all the presents, but I just want you. Wonder if you feel the same way too. And I look outside the window, seeing quite the view, yeah. I know that I should be at home. Mom and Dad worry if I go, oh. But baby, I can see the mistletoe. Speaking out, I'll never know if I come back tomorrow. This Christmas is me and you.
What should I say?
Hey boy,
Baby, I'm not even here.
Scrooge is walking down the hall.
I'm a hallucination.
Ready?
Mrs. Cratchit was all alone cooking something on the stove. Oh, where are Mr. Cratchit and Tiny Tim? Can you start over?